Today we're embarking on an exciting journey into the world of food forests, specifically their design and implementation. If you've ever dreamt of a garden that not only sustains but thrives in harmony with nature, you're in for a treat. Whether you have a small backyard or a more expansive space, creating a food forest is a sustainable and regenerative way to cultivate your own edible haven. Let's dive in. What are the layers of a food forest? A crucial aspect of the proper design of a food forest are its distinct layers. First, at the top of the hierarchy are the canopy trees, which act as the tallest layer, providing shade and wildlife and insect habitat. This layer could include large fruit or nut trees like apples or chestnuts. Beneath them is the second layer, composed of an understory trees that contribute to the overall biodiversity of a forest. Here, the plants include smaller trees such as peach or plum. Moving down, the third layer is made up of shrubs like blueberries and currants. These are followed by a fourth layer of herbaceous plants that can include mint or comfrey. These can act as insect repellents, used for soil amendments, or as foods. The fifth layer includes the ground covers such as strawberry or creeping thyme plants. Crucially, this layer is used to protect the soil from erosion as well as to suppress weeds. Lastly, the sixth and seventh layers involve climbing plants like grapes or kiwi vines and root crops like carrots or radishes. Together, all the layers form a symbiotic ecosystem that showcases the interconnectedness of elements within a food forest, creating a harmonious and productive design. Importantly, by understanding the importance of each layer, we can easily replicate natural processes that interconnect and thrive together. Thus, we can intelligently create resilient ecosystems that maximize space and resources. This is at the heart of permaculture design. The importance of plant selection and guilds. Selecting the right plants is an art that goes beyond individual preferences. It involves understanding plant companionship and creating guilds, which are plant communities that support each other. A classic example are the Three Sisters Guild. Here, the planting together of corn, beans, and squash forms a symbiotic relationship. Corn provides a vertical structure for beans to climb. The bean plants fix nitrogen into the soil, and the squash plants acts as a living mulch, suppressing weeds. This guild exemplifies how thoughtful plant selection can create a system where each plant plays a vital role, resulting in healthier and more productive systems. Another example is combining fruit trees with dynamic ground covers like clover. Here, the clover not only helps suppress weeds but also fixes nitrogen in the soil, benefiting the fruit trees. Additionally, the clover attracts pollinators, promoting fruit development and creating a more productive ecosystem. Thus, by experimenting with diverse plant combinations and observing their natural interactions, one can fine-tune specific plant selections for a given design. Ultimately, the goal is to create a thriving and resilient food forest. Key design principles associated with food forests. Designing a food forest requires a thoughtful approach guided by key principles that ensure long-term sustainability. One crucial principle is understanding functional diversity. What this means is that each element in the food forest should serve multiple functions. This helps create a more balanced and resilient ecosystem. For example, a fruit tree not only provides a harvest of delicious fruits but also shades the soil. In turn, it helps conserve water moisture and also creates a habitat for beneficial insects. Accordingly, by integrating multiple elements, each with diverse functions, we can exponentially enhance the overall efficiency and productivity of a food forest. Another vital design principle is succession planting. This involves strategically staggering the planting of different species to ensure a continuous harvest throughout a growing season. For example, one might first plant early blooming strawberries followed by blueberries and raspberries, ensuring a consistent supply of fresh berries throughout the season. Additionally, the implementation of succession planting maximizes the use of space and resources, creating a dynamic and ever-changing landscape that evolves with the seasons. Another key design principle associated with food forests is the edge effect. This maximizes the natural diversity found at the edges of different ecosystems. For instance, in a food forest, this can be applied by creating winding paths, introducing a variety of microclimates and maximizing the interface between different layers. Here, by incorporating such edge effects, we effectively increase the overall biodiversity and productivity of a food forest. Together, these design principles, functional diversity, succession planting, and edge effect, when applied thoughtfully, can contribute to the resilience and efficiency of the entire system. The importance of soil health and mulching. The creating and maintaining healthy soil is fundamental to a flourishing food forest. The practice of mulching is a cornerstone technique that not only contributes to soil health but also supports water retention and weed suppression. For instance, the organic mulches such as wood chips or straw not only break down over time, enriching the soil with valuable organic matter, but also create a protective layer that moderates temperature and conserves moisture. Beyond traditional mulching, sheet mulching is another technique that promotes soil health. By layering organic materials like cardboard, straw, and compost directly on the ground, one can create a rich and fertile environment. This method not only suppresses weeds but also initiates a decomposition process that enhances soil structure and fertility over time. As these layers break down, they contribute nutrients to the soil, creating an ideal foundation for the diverse plant life in a food forest. Moreover, incorporating cover crops into the food forest is a proactive approach to promote soil health. Plants like clover or vetch can be sown during the off-seasons to cover the soil. These help prevent erosion and add organic matter when eventually incorporated. Importantly, this cover cropping technique supports the development of a robust soil structure, improves water infiltration, and helps foster a balanced soil ecosystem. Strategies of water management in food forests. Efficient water management is a critical component of a resilient food forest. Here, the incorporation of swales functions as designed earthworks used to capture and slow the flow of water, prevent soil erosion, and promote water infiltration. Crucially, these carefully designed landscape structures effectively capture rainwater, allowing it to slowly percolate into the soil. Additionally, by incorporating swales into the food forest design, we not only conserve water but also create moisture-retaining microclimates, benefiting specific types of plants. There are also rainwater harvesting systems that play an important role in water management. These can include water barrels or the installation of ponds to collect rainwater during wet periods. Importantly, these systems not only supplement irrigation needs, but they create resiliency in the landscape design by ensuring a sustainable water source during drier times. Furthermore, the implementation of drip irrigation systems allow for targeted and efficient plant watering strategies. By delivering water directly to the root zones of plants, drip irrigation minimizes water wastage and enables optimal plant hydration. This method is particularly useful in arid or water-sensitive regions. When taken together, by integrating these water management techniques, one can ensure that a food forest remains productive and resilient, even during times of challenging environmental conditions. Conclusion. Let's remember that a food forest is a dynamic and interconnected system that evolves over time. Yet, by understanding the principles outlined in this video, the layers of a food forest, the importance of plant selection and guilds, the key design principles associated with food forests, the importance of soil health and mulching, and the various strategies of water management, we can design robust, highly productive, and resilient food forests. Importantly, an abundant ecosystem can be designed right in your backyard. Therefore, experiment with diverse plant selections, observe their interactions, and adapt your design based on the unique conditions of your space. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. May your food forest be a source of joy, abundance, and ecological harmony. Happy gardening!